What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Talkin Sports with Jake. Hope I'm doing well. So, uh, little tease. Justin is supposed to call in today. Um, so I'm gonna get started. For now, he's going to call in. Should be in the next few minutes, hopefully. And supposedly he has a lot to say. So I'm really excited about that. He actually didn't even tell me what he wants to say. So it's a surprise to all of us. But let's get started for now. Let's just talk about the NBA playoffs in general for now. We got the Thunder and the Spurs last night. Thunder win 127 to 114. 32 points and 9 assists for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the win. Big win for him. A lot of people were frustrated with the officiating. You had that one sequence to where they should have been a goaltend on the Thunder. They didn't call it. I thought it definitely should have been a goaltend. Then you had a kick foot violation that they missed on Chet Holmgren. I thought was pretty apparent. They didn't call it. Mitch Johnson, the Spurs coach, tried to challenge it. They didn't grant him the request. I think they said that he tried to challenge it too late. Like you gotta do like when it's when it's a dead ball. They said he didn't get it off in time. That was a little bit controversial. And then the next play, Mitch just kept going. He ended up getting teed up. And then it cut to the other side of the court to where Lou Dort was talking to Tony Rivers, the referee, and they were like both laughing, which people said wasn't a great look. So a lot of people were not happy. But overall, Thunder win the game. They win by 13, and they go up 3 games to 2 in the series. And here is Justin, as promised. Justin, how are you? What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, good. I teased at the top of the show that you were coming in. I just started talking about the Thunder game last night for about the last minute. I'm so excited that you're here.
Yeah, the Thunder, great team, excellent team.
Yes, they're so deep too. That's the thing, so deep.
Like, obviously, congratulations to the Knicks for winning in a sweep, but
Thank
I
you.
would be watching this Thunder team like a hawk right now.
I am, but they would be to me they would be the tougher matchup to me.
Maybe if you're just looking at regular season alone, they'd be way tougher.
Right.
Season.
Right, yeah. The Knicks look better against the Spurs all year.
Look better against the Spurs, and a part of that is because, like, Wembanyama's a great player, no doubt, but like once he's off the bench, once he's on the bench, that team just falls apart in quality.
Yeah, and look, they have a lot of nice pieces as well. They aren't slouches, but the team's really, really young. Thunder have more experience. Knicks have more experience. And, like, I like De'Aaron Fox. I like Stephon Castle a lot. I like Dylan Harper. I like Devin Vassell. But you look last night, Fox was just 4 of 15 for 9 points. Vassell was just 2 of 11. Like, these guys just don't have the reps yet in the postseason. Now, they've had really good games. Castle had, I think, a 32-point game against Minnesota to close them out. These guys have had good games in these playoffs, but it's a younger group for sure.
Stephon Castle needs to have better.
He's been rough.
He's got to hold on to the ball.
He's not been good. He had 9 turnovers in game 2?
He had 20 turnovers in 2 games. So
wow.
They had like 11 turnovers. Bro had a double-double.
Double turnovers.
Turnovers. It's so
that's nuts.
I'm here because I've said to you off the record, which I'm not making on the record for some reason, that I need to talk about a team that I'm very mad about.
That's right.
A team that pissed me off this playoffs.
Did say that.
Here's why. These teams, to me, in terms of storyline, is the best possible conference finals you could have. I mean, to go down the line, like starting just with who we were talking about, the Thunder, some people, believe it or not, think that they're this, that, last season was a one-off year and that they're actually not that good and they're still too inexperienced and Boston will beat them and all that. And, they're still trying to prove that they are a good team and good enough to be a dynasty in this league. Because, like, I mean, first of all, just real quick, for any fan that is not afraid of the Thunder becoming a dynasty, they have the picks to
yeah, they have the 12 picks in the draft this year. They can win it all. They have a lottery pick, and they have a lottery pick.
They have so many draft picks. They could easily trade up to 1 and pick AJ DeMonster right now.
If they wanted to, just say screw it.
They could trade for him right now and bench him for a season, and they'd still be fine. That's how scary it'll be.
I know.
That's how frightening they are. And then you have the Spurs, who, first full season under Greg Popovich. Without Greg Popovich, you're doing really well. It'd be nice to watch them get a ring, and with Wemby and all that. The Knicks, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks, of course. Haven't won in 50 years.
Yeah.
Haven't been to a finals in 27
years.
Need I say more? Need I say more? I mean, that's the story right there. Now let's talk about Cleveland. Cleveland Cavaliers. What is there to say about them? Well, the big story truly is that, you want to show that you don't need LeBron.
Yeah.
But guess what? You might need LeBron.
You might, after all.
Cavaliers in the playoffs are the most boring, gut-wrenching, hair-pulling, skin-peeling team I have ever watched. I have ever witnessed. They are I'm a Heat fan, as your listeners know.
Right.
At least I hope they know. With this, I also see my team win championships, but I also know what playing like absolute trash looks like. This team is not good enough.
They're not. No.
Good enough. They were never good enough.
No.
And let me tell you why they were never good enough. Because they have never gelled.
No.
They are all playing iso ball under the disguise of playing as a team.
Yeah.
They don't mesh with each other.
No.
I love Spida. I really do. It is so obvious that he didn't want to go to Cleveland.
Someone tweeted that Jalen Brunson is basically living his life. That's what he wanted.
Living his life.
Yeah.
Now, Jalen Brunson is playing with three of his best buddies from college.
Yeah.
Two of his best buddies from college. I hope he'd be able to gel with them.
Yeah. Right.
He's done well also with meshing with all these other people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I knew that the Knicks were going to win this cup, win the East once Cleveland won that Pistons series.
Yeah.
Actually, once that Pistons series went to 5 games, I knew.
At that point, Knicks were so rested.
Because J.B. Bickerstaff and Kenny Atkinson were going band for band on who is the worst coach. They are both equally not the guys to run this team. I will give J.B. Bickerstaff all the credit in the world for taking a 13-win team and making them into the number 1 seed 2 years later. Mm-hmm. I give him all the credit for that. I think he should have won Coach of the Year over Joe Mazzulla. That made me want to puke.
That was terrible.
Made me want to puke last night, but I didn't understand that for the life of me. Especially considering, one of them, choked a 3-1
lead to Philly.
Came back from one. And yeah, I know you could argue you shouldn't have been down 3-1 in the first place against the Magic, but you still won.
Yeah.
But but both of them cannot get it done in the second in the playoffs. Both coaches cannot get it done in the playoffs, but also Jake, even with JB Bickerstaff, even with Kenny Atkinson, how many years has this movie been played out with Cleveland? How many years? They are this very threatening regular season team. They go on a crazy, which they start off quiet. They go on this crazy win streak. People start talking about them as contenders. People start saying players playing the best basketball of their career, and then they proceed to lose in the worst, most pathetic fashion possible. They lose in the most pathetic way possible. And more importantly, if we're just talking about players, who said that Jarrett Allen was the guy?
They were talking about like elimination game Jarrett Allen. He had 6 points in game 4.
What's elimination game Jarrett Allen? 0 for 15? There is no such thing as elimination game Jarrett Allen. He had 1 good game in game 7.
Yeah.
He had 1 good game in game 7. That was the best game of his career by far. I wasn't sold on him when he was on the Nets, and I definitely am not sold on him now. He is not the guy. He was never the guy.
No.
He never will be the guy. And, like, James Harden, he's nuts. He's nuts. He's nuts. You had, once again, a generational
choke job
in the playoffs, because that's what you do.
Right.
That's what you're known for.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's what you're known for, because and you have the audacity after your season ended to say that you were the better team going into this year.
I hate people say that.
First of all, in terms of seeding, no, you weren't.
Right.
Second of all, in terms of the way the series went, you definitely weren't. Okay, I can understand if that series went to 7 and they lost by like 3 points.
Right.
I could understand. I can totally understand. They lost on like a buzzer beater, and he says, okay, going in, I thought we were the better team here, and we just didn't play the best at the end. Yeah, okay, something more plausible than that, but your best game, you choked.
Yeah.
You lost the series in game 1.
They did.
You lost the series in game 1. It has happened time and time again.
Knicks did it last year.
Knicks did it last year. I didn't want to say it. Yes, Knicks did it last year.
Definitely did it last year.
What, 2 years ago? Maybe last year against the Nuggets, they were up by like, what, 20?
Yes.
They lost to the Nuggets. They lost the series. That's how they lost the series last year. Like when you choke these major leads, you lose. It is time. I have never seen a team I have been more desperate to watch blow up outside of the Heat. Blow this team up. This team is pathetic. I love Spida. I really do. But you are not meant to win a ring on Cleveland. No. You're not meant to. Because how many more 30-point games does he have to have until people say, hey, you know what? Maybe it's not your fault, King. Maybe it's not. Like, this the same shit that happened in Utah.
It's just basically the same team, honestly.
It's the same.
It's a very similar built team to me.
You have a great guard, Donovan. You have Donovan Mitchell. You have a fucking old head point guard who hasn't been good in 5 years. You have a below average offensively center, but solid defensively. But he's also solid defensively. And then you have a bunch of bench pieces that don't really move the needle for me.
No.
That's basically that is your team.
Yeah.
That's the Jazz. That's Utah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think Gobert is way better than Jared Allen.
Yes, by a long shot.
He's way better. He's way better. But I'm looking at the mistakes in Game 4 that the Cavs are having, and that's what I'm like. That's why I'm here today. I'm like, you guys are not meant. You guys, it's over. You're done. You're done. The experiment failed. Actually, you know what? The experiment can't fail because it never worked.
It never did. This is the only ECF they went to, and they got swept in convincing fashion.
To see them win, because like I said, I wanted to see if they needed, I wanted them to, after the way they kind of, they celebrate, they got mad LeBron leaving again, and burned his jersey, everything. You kind of needed to prove that you can win without one, and you can't.
Yeah.
You can't do it. And you never could do it.
Right.
So that is my heated rant. So yes, I have a very heated beef with Cleveland.
But yeah, and
I'm sure Fat Joe cannot be any more pissed than me.
I heard about that. I still don't know what the guy does. I know he's some sort of singer or rapper, but yeah, he's
a big Knicks fan.
Yes.
And I guess he got like kicked away from the courtside seats in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because he was there. It's like, piss off Fat Joe. It's fine.
But yeah, to wrap up everything about Cleveland, I've been saying since, I think we've even had this conversation off camera, maybe even on camera, they've been a piece away since they got him, really. And I think the reasoning is they really thought, not even Jared Allen, I think they thought Evan Mobley was going to be a star. and a true secondary scoring option next to him. And he's a good player, very good defensively. And he's averaged like 18 and 9 for 3 years now. He just hasn't come alive offensively like we all thought he would. And they've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for him. And I think at this point, he's not old by any means. He's still a young player. But he's been in the league for what, 6 years, 5 years? He was in the Scotty class okay.
It's in that Scotty. Drafted first, second.
Yeah.
Was that the Cade year?
Might have been.
Is Cade Scotty Mobley?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've all been in the league for like 5 years, probably, at this point.
Yeah, so I just think
they were drafted in 2021 because we were in the Cleveland Cavaliers of dorms in Rock
it's an elite reference. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it was Cade, then Scotty, then Mobley. So yeah, it was 5 years.
So yeah, Mobley, look, he's still a young player. He's still probably like 24, 25, but 5 years in, I think we just know what you are at this point. I just don't know what they're waiting for with him. I'm not saying even trade him, although they have to do something. He's a good player, but they need a legit number 2 scoring option. That's not even Mobley, certainly isn't Jarrett Allen. Not at this point in his career. It's not James Harden, especially in the postseason. It never was.
The last finals appearance he had, he was on the bench.
Yeah, with the Thunder in like 2011 or something. Mm-hmm.
They were very young. It was like a young Russ, young KD, young Harden.
Yeah.
It's the only time. Like the only time you went to a finals was when they didn't care about you.
Yeah, when you were a 6-man, basically.
You were.
Right. But yeah, like, and I know they're running back Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah. Lost for word.
I don't know either. Like, and I like Kenny Atkinson. He went to my high school. He's a nice guy. He's not even a terrible coach, but like, I don't know what you're expecting to happen with him as the coach. I really don't.
I'm trying to say he's terrible, but he has not impressed me.
No, he's not. He's not done a good enough job. It's simple as that.
He's not Brooklyn either.
No.
He just is not impressed me. He seems like a great guy.
Right.
I'm not trying to do that. I mean, I'm not trying to say like because you're a bad coach means you're a bad person.
Right.
There's a lot of great coaches out there who are terrible people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great players out there who are terrible
people. Yeah.
That's just. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think Ron Baker was a POS.
Yeah, he wasn't very good at basketball, but I'm sure yeah, I'm sure he's I'm sure if he has children, he'll be a very good father, a great son, sure, but like that's not the best basketball player, which is okay. He was a fan favorite.
I think the Knicks should do. I think they should sign some of like the fan favorites.
Yes, Ron Baker.
Get Ron Baker. Get like Andrea Borgnani or Fieldy out there.
Alonzo Trier.
Get Alonzo Trier. Go and get Jeremy Lin out there.
Insanity. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
The Knicks ring. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like I said. That's all I have to say about the Cavs. I know you were talking, Jake. I know it's your show. My bad. Go ahead.
No, please chime in. But yeah. So to just continue down this road, a little bit of football, and then we're gonna jump back to basketball. Nico Collins got a raise. He'll make $9 million this year. Make $9 million more this year than he was supposed to. $8 million more than he was supposed to next year. Last year, 71 catches, 1,117 yards, 6 touchdowns. Of course, he was hurt in the divisional round game against the Patriots. Hopefully now that he's fully healthy, they get Tank Dell back. They have an actual running back. Maybe that leads to C.J. Stroud breaking out once again this season, which he's probably going to need to. Otherwise, he might be out the door next year. We had another instance of NFL players just not knowing how to follow the rules of this country for whatever reason. Josh Jacobs was arrested yesterday on 5 charges.
Yeah, I saw that. You know what's crazy about that? He was a former Raider. No surprise.
These Raiders and Georgia players just they don't know how to stay out of trouble. Every wide receiver.
Second wide receivers.
Oh my God.
They just don't know.
What?
Not know to follow the rules.
These were his charges: felony strangulation. He also got four misdemeanors, four misdemeanor counts of assault, criminal damage to property, disorderly conduct, and intimidation of a victim. Just this. So if
Yes.
I guess so, but I guess if you were thinking about drafting him in fantasy in the coming months, maybe think twice because hopefully the guy gets suspended for this.
He should be suspended for it. I'm 100% with you, but I also have the full transparency to say I did check my dynasty league that we're in yesterday just to make sure.
Yeah, I should check too. I don't think he's on my team. I forgot who's on. Yeah.
Well, but like also like we said, like how many times does this stuff need to happen until players face harsher repercussions for this?
Like Rasheed Rice doing his second 30-day jail stint, and nothing's gonna happen to him. Like it's just embarrassing.
Nothing's gonna happen to him, and people could say all you want that, oh well, it's because he's on the Chiefs, and I just don't think that's a valid argument.
This point, and you look like Josh Jacobs if might not get suspended for this. He's not on the Chiefs either. So there's other guys doing crazy stuff. I mean, look at the Deshaun Watson. The guy's still right? Yeah,
he's not guilty. I get it.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have been, but during that whole time, he should have
been playing. And they the fact that they pushed his court date back to the day after the Super Bowl, fishy, and just if that was a normal person, that wouldn't have happened.
Still stand bias, and this might just be my Jets thing, my Jets bias showing, but I don't care. 31 other coaches get fired.
Vrabel, yeah, he should be out of a job.
30 coaches get fired for that.
Yeah, he's absolutely.
Let's remember that Ime Udoka lost his job with the Celtics for the similar thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. He slept with like a executive in the.
At least it was like the executive that he worked for his wife. That's still really, really bad. But
really bad.
Like, if you're watching, don't do that. Don't sleep with your CEO's wife. Don't do that. That's don't do that. But don't do that. But this was, I'd argue, even worse.
Yeah, it might be worse just from everything about it, from the, I'm not going to go down the whole line of it today because everybody knows the story. But there is just, to be a reporter and to be with to be an active reporter,
right? And
to possibly be getting insider info because you're hanging out with the coach and having an affair with him.
Yeah,
that's just crazy. That's just crazy. All right, and that's for by the way, as for the Nico Collins contract, I know you mentioned Stroud's got to step it up. Stroud had a great rookie season. He did. It
wasn't that long ago.
And he also always does get it done in that first round of playoffs. But I think there's a part of it I don't really blame him for because
he had some bad offensive lines.
He, for some reason, gets unlucky when it comes to not only terrible offensive linemen, but also just a really, really bad wide receiver situation. There will always be a wide receiver hurt when he plays.
Yeah, Tank Dell didn't play last year. Nico was out in that playoff game. He's definitely gotten the rough end of the stick, and
Stephon Diggs tore his ACL.
Yeah, so they've had a lot of issues offensively these last 2 years, and this year there shouldn't be. The offensive line should be better. They added to it in the offseason. You brought in David Montgomery. Tank will be back. Hopefully he plays the full season and is himself. But they should be better on offense.
Gee, what's up next on the docket?
So we got Derwin James got extended 3 years, $75.6 million. So congrats to him. to me, a very underrated player. Last year, 94 tackles, 2 sacks, 7 pass defenses, a forced fumble. Was elite in coverage. It's been second team All Pro in of the last 4 years. So that's an extension. So good for him. And the last segment today is going to be an NBA offseason preview series. I'm going to do 3 teams today. I'm going to start with the Milwaukee Bucks. So I think we know what needs to happen. Please end this saga with Giannis and trade him. End this saga. Trade him somewhere. I don't care where. Not the Knicks, because I want him on the Knicks, but somewhere.
Not the Heat. I don't want him there.
Right. So send him anywhere. I don't care. Anywhere. Anywhere. Just move him somewhere. We got I mean, just looking at this team, I don't even know what you do. They're gonna do, I don't really know what they're gonna get back for him at this point. He's 32 years old. He's coming off an injury plagued year. He's been honestly a massive baby to me for a couple years now. You have been, yes.
Surprise.
But yeah, yes, Buns was right. He was right, but looking at the Bucks, I don't know. They better get something good back because there is not a lot of legit young talent on this team.
Hey man, I would give my kidney for Miles Turner.
He is there. They signed up.
He's a dog. He's a good player.
He's a good player. He's got 4 years left on the deal he signed last year. Ryan Rollins did have a good year this past year. 17 points a game, shot 40% from 3 and 47 from the field. He's still 24. So that's a piece that you have. You have, after that, AJ Green. I mean, he's on a very team-friendly deal. He's only 27, but he averaged 10 points a game last year. He can shoot, but that's about it. And then just, like, some of the names on his left, that's on their roster. I forgot that Jericho Sims was even a person. You have, like, Andre Jackson's never going to become anything. Gary Trent isn't anything. Kevin Porter Jr. is not really anything. Then you got, like, Miles Turner is 30 years old. Bobby Portis, who's just a fine player, is 31. Kyle Kuzma still exists on that team for another year. He's 31 years old. So I just don't know where they go from here.
Go from here is you have to make, like, honestly, if Giannis wants to trade that badly, there are, like, legitimate offers for him.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it's like a 3 to 5 team trade.
I think there's going to have to be at least another team involved.
There's going to have to be. It's going to look like it might end up looking like the Harden trade to the Nets.
Yeah.
Or you'll see like 3 players out of nowhere go to another team, and that's involved because it helps with the capital of the contract. It's just
because he's due $58 million next year. They're going to have. They have to get close to that in total salary, and a lot of teams don't have a player like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a team that trades for him is a team that has some struggles bringing in fans.
Yeah.
So or teams that are a player away from being incredible. So
yeah,
I mean, not the Cavs, that's for sure.
I mean, look, I'm wondering what they even trade for him.
But I mean, I would trade like Mobley Allen.
I would do it. I'm not sure what the depth would look like.
Send Maryland ball. I mean, but like there's some teams that are obviously have some issues bringing some fans, like the Wizards, Pelicans, the Jazz. Like they definitely have enough to trade for him if they wanted to, and if you want to bring in fans, you get Giannis.
He'll put butts in seats for sure, if nothing else.
He will get people to buy seats, but he'll also be the equivalent of Wizards Paul Pierce.
Oh my God. But yeah, and they're going to need to get back draft capital. They don't have their actual own pick till 2031. They have swap rights with Portland for a while. I think they're going to get a pick from somebody next year. They have swap rights with Portland in 28. They'll have the least favorable Boston, Milwaukee, and Portland in 29. They have swap with Portland again in 2030. So, but they don't have their own pick for 5 more years. So they're going to need to get a bunch of draft capital back.
Once again, to all the Thunder deniers, they could trade for Giannis right now. They could trade.
They easily could.
They could trade for Giannis right now. If they are mad that Chet is getting eaten alive by Wemby, they could trade Chet and all their picks right now.
If they really want to, they could.
He is quite literally Thanos.
It really is. Snaps his fingers and he can make half the NBA not have a chance.
So most teams aren't actually calling him for a trade. They're actually just trying to talk him out of it. They're saying I know what you're thinking. Please
don't do it.
Please don't do it. God is so bad. Please don't do it.
In fact, the rest of the league might have to root for them because if they don't beat the Spurs in this series, although they probably will, then he might just do that because he can.
Just because he can, and he probably will. He probably will. If they lose this series in like a really bad form, who knows? But I'm not sure if the series extender is going to be there next.
Scott Foster.
Scott Foster.
I love that name for him, the series extender. That's great. I know.
The Red Sox 2-all. The series extender.
Oh my God.
So 2 teams.
So next, we're going to go to the disaster that is the Chicago Bulls.
Left something to talk about?
I mean, not a lot. I mean,
Jake, there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to discuss.
I don't even know what to say. They have.
What do you say about about this team? I mean, this team has not been great since the 90s.
Yeah.
They have not been relevant since Derrick Rose.
No, they have not. And then
Zeros.
Oh yeah.
He got hurt, and I think they would have won a championship if he stayed healthy.
Probably.
But once he got hurt, it was all downhill. They have never been the same team.
No, and look, they have their picks. In fact, if Portland's pick each of the next 2 years falls out of a lottery, they'll get their pick. But again, the lack of young talent on this roster is really alarming. I like Josh Giddey. I think he's a very good player. He's still 24. Really good athlete, great defender, great playmaker. Other than that, I think Rob Dillingham maybe can be something. I liked him coming out a couple years ago. He's still 22. Matas Buzelis is still 22, but I'm not sure what he'll turn into. Noah Seng. Yeah, I
am not sold.
He hasn't been great.
So blunt with you. I have not been sold on any of these G League Ignite players. There are 3 of them.
There's a reason that league died down.
Yeah, there are 3 of them, and not any of them have flown off the page for me.
No.
Especially because all 3 of them were supposed to change the league. So you have Buzelis, who's still young, maybe you could be something. No excuse for Jalen Green. I mean, Jalen Green's gotten better.
He had a good year in Phoenix, but that guy was drafted 2nd overall.
Superstar, he's not.
Remember
Scoot Henderson was.
Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my God!
They because they even played a game against each other. It was Metropolitan Mets '92. I think the team won.
Yeah.
For France, and then G League Ignite, and people said it was Wemby versus Scoot, and it was a classic.
Yeah.
But all these people were saying, there were people who were saying Scoot could be better than Wemby. He's not.
No, not even.
Scoot in his own right has gotten a little bit better, but
yeah.
You came in as the 3rd overall pick to be a starter, and you ride the bench.
Yeah, he has not lived up to it at all.
Do we start calling some players busts? That's what I'm wondering. I mean, I know. I feel like in the NBA we're afraid to do it. There are people why are people still not calling Zion a bust?
For a guy that was compared to LeBron, yes, he's a bust. Absolutely.
Do.
He had a lot more hype than Anthony Bennett. He's a better player, but Anthony Bennett did not have the hype that Zion did.
Yes, and also the thing was Anthony Bennett also didn't have the character issues that Zion had.
No. No, he just sucked at basketball. He was just a flat out he was a typical bust, I guess.
What you get from getting a player from UNLV.
Yeah.
But still.
After you drafted a player from that school in this century, I don't know what you're expecting.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know either. But like Chicago, I mean, what do you say to them? I'm glad Billy Donovan walked away.
Yeah.
I'm glad he did. I don't know what they were afraid of to fire him, personally.
He's not a great NBA coach. He's a much better college coach.
He's a phenomenal. He's a excellent Hall of Fame college coach. He's in the Hall of Fame, and because of his college career, and it shows. He's an excellent college coach.
Yes.
But it's what we've always said. College coaches do not always make good professional coaches.
In fact, they usually don't.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
The same idea with great players do not make good coaches.
Good coaches, yeah. Look at Steve Nash.
Steve Nash.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I am the Bulls, I don't know. I would really. My thought is it all starts with the coach, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you guys are pick up one of these vets that got screwed over by the Suns, i.e. Frank Vogel, Mike Boone.
Yeah.
Or you could always try your hand at like a new coach. I know Chris Quinn from the Heat is back on the interview circuit, which he is every year, and every year he doesn't get it.
Whatever reason.
For reason. But every year he does an interview, and every year he's still back on the Heat. Who knows? Maybe the Heat just offer him more. Maybe he's unfortunate not getting any calls, but maybe take a shot at him.
Yeah,
if you want, because you have nothing more to lose, right? Like you're already at the lowest point you can be.
Can't get much worse.
Do they have this year, Jake, the fifth overall pick?
I think it's like 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there.
This draft class, to me, could be an all-timer.
It should be very good.
This draft class, if every player works out, could be an all-timer.
Yeah.
There's so much great talent in this draft.
Yes.
But I would really scout what you need. I'll tell you who you don't need. You don't need a Cameron Boozer. You don't need Cameron Boozer. You're not gonna get AJ unless AJ does something stupid. So maybe move your hopes to getting like Kingston Flemings or something.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'll say with them.
Yeah, and by the way, just to confirm, their draft pick. Oh, you were right. They have pick 4.
Yes, they will. I would then try to go after like an A-Cuff, go after a Darren Peterson, still don't go after Cameron Boozer. I'm still not entirely sold on him yet. I think he needed another year. I think he really could have used another year, but he's here, so I guess nothing to stop him now. I mean, if you get a Darren Peterson, an A-Cuff, a Kingston Flemings, if you get some of these really good players that are in this class, you will be in a very good position here. So that's all. See, I think they should be planning, if they're not already, to expect to not get AJ here. Yeah. I can't imagine he's going to be there. I can't imagine he doesn't get. I would think the Wizards are going to take him. I don't want it for him, but for them. 13. Yeah, and speaking of the 13th pick, I promise I did not plan this, but the Heat are actually the last team that I want to talk about. I promise I did not. I did not do that. I'll say it worked out nicely. God, so who do you hand the floor to? It's your show. It's my team. I mean, I want to just give you the floor and to see what you think this team should do in the offseason to try and maybe get out of the play-in. think they should do is just I don't know. I think what's going to start off with me is just setting myself on fire. That's what's going to happen first, because that is more likely than
That's might not be wrong, honestly. That guy is a fossil and just not retiring.
Obviously, he's a Hall of Fame coach. He's one of the best coaches ever. He is a Hall of Fame executive to me.
Yes.
He's one of the best executives.
Absolutely.
Team. So first as a coach, then as an exec. He has made some overall good moves in terms of draft picks.
Yes.
For the most part, there are some head scratchers there. I think that the Kasparis Chakuchonis pick from Illinois was a head scratcher. It still is to me, considering he never plays. I still, quite frankly, find the Kello Ware pick to be a head scratcher, because the next pick immediately after who you wanted was Jared.
Yes.
And look at what he's doing now on the Thunder.
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing now. I mean, yes, he got hurt in Philly, which sucked, and then they traded him for God knows what. And
no one understand that.
He just completely bolstered their bench and had his starting lineup debut in a playoff game in the Eastern Conference Finals, mind you. Completely exceeded expectations. So I still think he was the right pick. Outside of that though, I love the Hawkes pick.
Yeah.
I love the Pelle Larsson pick. I still think he's solid.
He's a good player.
However, I don't look at a single player on this team, at any of them top to bottom, and say that any of them are untradeable.
Yeah.
Because they're all tradable to me. None of them have jumped off the page. None of them are good enough. And I will never... You could call me a Spo defender. I don't care. But if Spoelstra's not coaching that team, they're a 30-win team.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Heat culture lives and dies by Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah. He is heat culture.
He is heat culture. By the way, eat it, Max Strus. Eat it, Duncan. Eat it, Gabe Vincent. All of you guys lost consecutive rounds.
You made Gabe Vincent really good. That guy is blowed since he left.
He made Max Strus look like a star. Max Strus looked like a super...
Caleb Martin.
Dude, Caleb Martin fell off a cliff.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Kendrick Nunn. And the reason why I called those players because they wanted to leave on their own, because they thought they were good enough to deserve all these bags and leave. Well, outside of Duncan got traded.
Yeah.
For Norm. And I love Norm. I do. But I even don't consider him untradeable either. I think
they should probably bring him back.
Sure, what should do, because I don't want to say to blow up the team, but as a Heat fan, I am getting tired of there's a part of it to where at what point do you become the Steelers?
Yeah, that's very similar comparison that I have made in the past, yes.
It's always the same thing, you just barely go above 500, you make it to the play-in, and then you either lose in the play-in or win in the play-in, as they mostly have done, and then lose in the first round. It gets very annoying.
It's like you're at the point to where you're almost better off being worse because getting the better draft pick is better than just because you don't have a chance in the first round. Like at that point, you might as well just lose and get it over with. Right.
Number one, I don't agree with tanking. I'm a Jet fan. I still don't agree with tanking.
Right.
The Jets are just bad enough, so they.
To tank.
They don't have to tank because they're bad enough. Real quick, Jake, because we were talking about football. Did you just see this? Sorry, I have to break this breaking news for you. Josh Jacobs was released from jail after as prosecutors weigh filing charges. So he's back on the street. Did they just suspend him?
I hope.
Who knows? I mean, that's another story for another day, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just do all this conjecture, this speculation all we want. But, it's not going to, it's really up to the Packers, or mainly it's up to the NFL, to be honest with you. But that's just it. But if Roger Goodell is a good commissioner, he makes the right decision here.
Yeah.
It's a good joke I made if he's a good commissioner. So I'm not saying the Heat should tank, but I am a And it's not just because I don't believe in it. It's also because I'm truly not sure what the college basketball landscape is going to look like next year.
Yeah. Plus, with the new lottery rules, it's kind of a complete crapshoot, which it already is. It's a lottery, but the odds for the top the worst three teams now have even worse odds. So that's part of it too.
So I also mean that I'm not really sure what players are next up.
Yeah, exactly. We're not sure what the class looks like.
It's going to be another great class, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I mean, there's very few moments to where you get a pick, to where you get a draft class to where almost anyone you draft in this first round could be a great addition to your team. And if you're a lottery pick, there's very few classes to where any pick you get, you choose could change your franchise easily. I mean, AJ DeBonsta, if he works out, can change the Wizards franchise.
Absolutely,
he could be their John Wall. He could be their next John Wall easily if he pans out. And obviously you can't determine that, but just based off the eye test and the combine and the games they've played, they look really good. I'm not sure what college holds next year, especially because you have all these players as well who are from the NBA going back to school.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We got guys pulling out of the draft, got guys going in the G League and going back. It's ridiculous.
I don't care if James Najee has this career year in college next year. I don't want him.
No.
I don't want him.
Yeah.
And I don't care that he has the same birthday as me. So it's a bad day for people on August 14th. Bad day. It's a really bad day. I should know. So I don't know. I would say, firstly, I think the best position you can go is it's time to move off Bam and it's time to move off Tyler Hero. Both of them.
Yeah.
Trade them both. You can get a lot for Bam. You can get a lot for him. There will be people that will trade a lot for him. Maybe the Wizards will be so disillusioned and be like, oh, if he scored 83 on us, he'll score 83. No. And then Tyler Hero, I cannot stress to you how much quicker I want these expansion teams to show up to where we can throw a player into the expansion draft.
He would be a team that would like to probably move somebody. That would they would definitely benefit from that, honestly.
I would very much like for him to go to Vegas or anywhere but my team. So no, but it really does all stem from what I said at the beginning is that Pat Riley does need to retire and call it a career.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely time. Yeah, I'm not sure where this team goes either. I think there might be time to bring in the youth movement because I don't see them really contending with this group. Personally, they have a couple of young guys on this team. I think we talked about Jaime Jaquez. I think he can be a very good player. He's already a solid player. I do like Khalil Ware. Would have been interesting to see if they took McCain in that draft, but I think Ware is a very talented offensive player. He can shoot for a guy his size. But then the rest of it, I like Tyler. He's a good scoring guard, but doesn't play a whole lot of defense. I think this is about as good as it gets with him. What you're seeing now, which isn't bad, but
it's just his character.
He's very weird. He acts like he's Shea when he's not.
I mean, he's just kind of a douche. I mean,
he's got this weird energy about him. I don't know what the word is, frat boy energy.
Johnny Manziel energy.
That's very, very accurate. Yeah, so he seems like a bit of a dick, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, just smug. I mean,
yes.
I'm not a fan of him. He's
always a little phony.
For the 2020 finals. He was not the same player in terms of attitude because he just constantly because he was a great bench player, and then he wanted to be a starter. He was a starter, played terrible.
Yeah.
Then he got humbled. In 2022, he then goes back. Had an amazing six-man run.
Yeah.
Nobody deserves six-man of the year more than him.
Right.
And I know I'm a Heat fan, but
no, but you're right. That was a very obvious choice for that award that year.
Choice. He was the best six-man in basketball that year. Even close. And he's like, I want more money. Pat Riley says, "Sure, son, we'll give you more money." And then he's like, "Well, I want to be a starter," and then he does, and then either gets hurt or plays like trash or both. And that's kind of where we are now. I mean, he's just gotten more smug as the time went because he thinks he is more of a player. He thinks he's more of a starting caliber player than he actually is. Now there are some teams to where he would be a starting caliber player, but not the Heat. No way. And then with Bam Adebayo, and I like Bam, great defender, good rebounder. He can score a little bit, but just doesn't shoot the ball well. And again, I mean, he's on a big contract now that's gonna really kick in. So I'm just not sure. Like, if like those are your two best players, and I don't think they can win a championship with those two as their two best players. So yeah, if they can get some younger pieces and a bunch of draft capital back for those two guys, I don't think that would be a bad idea. Looking at their draft picks, if their pick falls out of the lottery next year, they'll have to give it to Charlotte. And then in 28, I think they have if then they'll give their pick to Charlotte in 28, but then from there they have all their picks. You know, stocking up on draft picks might not be a bad idea going forward for the Heat. It won't be, but I'll give them credit here because I don't think they're going to trade him because the captain, he's the fan favorites and everything. Yeah, he's a two. He is the second option, maybe even the third. Yeah. I don't think he's a player you build around. I think he's a player that builds around others. Yes. So maybe if you can trade Tyler Hero, I think either way, the bottom line is trade Tyler Hero. Yeah. Get what you can for him. If you get a lot of picks for him, great. If you get a really solid young player, great. But but you need a player that you can start off with to build around them. It's why Jimmy Butler worked. That team worked under Jimmy because that team was built around him. It worked. Yes. Well. It was never built around him. It was built around Jimmy. And Jimmy was a great player for the Heat. To me, he is the fourth greatest Heat player of all time. Maybe fifth. Probably fifth greatest. Behind D-Wade. D-Wade, obviously. Then I go Bosh Morning. Yeah. I'd have to go LeBron because 2 rings. I have to. And then Jimmy would be 5. Yeah. Easily top 5 Heat player. But you're not gonna get a Jimmy Butler anytime soon unless you go for AJ DeBonster trade everything. Come on, Wizards. Come on, Washington. How goes it? How about Tyler Hero for the number 1 overall pick? Who says no? Hero and Davion Mitchell for the first pick. Davion Mitchell. It's good. He plays a crap ton of defense. He's a great defender. He is right now the most Heat culture we have. Say that. He's the anchor in terms of Heat culture. Absolutely. It's like a baby PJ Tucker. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Justin, thank you so much for joining in. Of course, until next time, so long. Have a great day.